Well, let's have a look at the winter tidy up, where it's got to so far. I've actually enlisted a friend who's going to help me. So the strawberries I think will come back. We just need to tidy up their space. Although we have plenty of strawberries coming up behind. They've got a little bit bedraggled. And this one needs to get sorted as well. Rhubarb is doing okay, just keeps growing. I love my rhubarb. And we've got a few things like that that need to be pulled out. And we've had a bit of a mow through, but there's more to happen. So this bed over here still hasn't had any attention, but I've got a lady coming to help me do some of tidying up. The onions that I pulled out of the other beds, I just pushed them in here. Let's see if they managed to do anything or whether they just got past it. That one I'm going to pull it out, see if the hens will eat it. And we've still got a pond in here. Just need to find some frogs, Put some frogs in there. And over here, there's not very much happening, just the odd random lettuce plant. We did quite a bit of tidy up over here. Although it doesn't take very long, a couple of weeks, and it's all back to weed growth again. Got that big mound of grass to sort out. I need to train this thornless blackberry to grow along the fence side. And beds over here just need a little bit more of a weed. I need to get some compost just to top them up. This is going to be the strawberry bed. Probably just do some tidying up in that bed. Everything is just doing its thing, and yeah, just big thing of weeds there. It's quite a bit of docking here, so this is where my potatoes are going, and my pumpkins will go in here, I think. One year, I had a whole heap of leeks growing down here and onions, so I don't know, maybe I'll do some of that again. Over here, the beds are relatively tidy. They're all pretty empty. I just need a little bit more weeding, top them up with some compost and deal with the edges between the beds. And likewise with this one, it's pretty empty, everything has been pulled out. Deal with the edges between the beds and top it up with some more compost. So I think I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 20 bags of compost at $8 a pop. So that's about $160 worth of the cheap compost. And then I've got to figure out what to do with my edges to stop all this happening. And yeah, this couple of hay bales have been there for a while. They're sort of growing as well, disintegrating. Emily massacred the lawn, and it's ready to do. You can see the bits she missed, So this is kind of, I feel as though it's a little bit more under control than the last video I put up. We've still been really busy at work, and it's starting to get lighter at night time, so I should be able to get out a little bit more. And today has been an absolutely glorious day. Maybe should get the lawnmower out and have another go at the lawnmower and decide what we're going to put in the veggie pod. I did plant some carrots, but obviously far too soon, and none of them have germinated. So I maybe do some more in there later. Sort all these out, and this bed here, and take my fairy lights down. I think the lights might not work anymore. I couldn't get them down earlier because they were all twined around the tomato plant. So yeah, we've got quite a few empty tubs and things. Got some hydrangeas in there that are coming again. Look, we've got some buds coming. They just need their permanent home, which is getting prepared for them. And then I can transplant them here. So I've got another 3 here. And I think there's another one somewhere. 3, 4, 5. I think I've got 5 left. Oh, 6. 1 over here. 7. 2 over here. So I'm not sure about you. You're not really showing any signs of life. Not sure about you. What about you? You've got some buds on. You're coming again. You've got some buds. Looks like you had some flowers last year. So yeah, that's the garden where it's at. And we're moving, where are we now? We're at the end of July. So we've really got another 1-2 months of winter left to sort out. These are probably going to come again, but the baskets are perished. They've done quite a few years, but they're now a bit perished, so I have to figure out what we're going to do with those strawberries. But yeah, that's where the garden's at. So this area is where my friend is going to start. Pull out all these weeds and get this area ready to put my hydrangeas in. I'll buy some roses and some ground cover and just make this into flower beds, flower spaces, which will look nice as long as we keep on top of the weeds. My lemon tree is kind of doing all right. It's not very large yet, and it gets nibbled. So I've got 2 apricot trees here. So these are getting ready to open up their cells for spring. We've got some blossom on, and there's another one over here. It's getting some buds on. Some buds, yep. And quite a few buds on that one. These have done quite well because they were like yay tiny when they first went in. They're growing up quite nicely. And over here we've got a couple of apple trees which have been in for, this will be their second summer. And have we got something happening here? Something. So yeah, there's a little bit of budding happening. Sort of happening here. And this one, I want to do something with this one because this one has started, it's done it a few times. It's throwing a branch out that's below the graft. So it gets winded. It gets a lot of wind from this corner down that way. So I want to actually plant a couple more plum trees in that space, but I need to think about some kind of windbreak for them, even if it's just staggered things, that I can just put a bit of windbreak there so that it's not so wild. This part of the house is getting a outside unit again. That's where we had the inside aircon unit, and there's a new one going up, so the outside unit will sit there. But this house gets so much sun, this side of the house. It's really nice to sit out here. And yeah, but we do get a lot of wind from down there. But I don't want to put too much because I don't want to spoil that lovely view. It's a bit of a dilemma between windbreak and view. So enjoy the little trip around the garden.